Today's little venture shouldn't take too long. What I'm going to do on the big shed is I'm going to replace this ramp that goes into the door, which is pretty spongy. It's probably hollow underneath, and it probably was rotted out 20 years ago. We're going to frame it in a little bit, and I'm going to pour some cement so I have a good ramp. This is the shed that I use that has the big door on, and I use it for my lawn tractor and stuff like that. So basically, I'm going to fix that up, because there's a hole right there that goes underneath the floor. I might put a small strip of metal siding across the whole front here first. As you see, this is rotting out too. And then I'm going to put the cement probably up to about the floor level or just under. It looks like that whole board's going to have to be removed or replaced. So I'll put the cement over to there and over to the corner. So it'll probably be about 4 feet wide, and it'll probably come out, I'm thinking about 3 feet. So just a nice little ramp. It's only going to go up 4 inches. So that's what I'm going to do. So hopefully when I take this board off, I won't find a lot of mice, rats, or God knows what under there. Maybe even snakes. Okay, I've set you up on a chair here. I'm going to take that piece of plywood up and let's see if anything comes running out. Hopefully not. I think at one time there might have been bees living in there. Anyway, I'll just clean it up and then I'll frame it in and I'll get right back to you. So I've opened this up. It took away all the old boards that were on the bottom, and now I'm going to remove this. It looks like the backboard might not be too bad. It's just this aspronite or whatever, and I think most of it will just peel right off. Terrible, and hopefully that's strong enough. So I'm going to put another piece of plywood here. Then between that edge of the door and that, where I did a siding on both sides, is 53 inches. So I'm going to flatten a piece of siding and put it all along here. So it'll be right up against here. And I think I'll pull this board off too, and I'll put the siding, I'll make it a 90-degree angle. And I'll put it under here and then going down this way. So that way if any water gets in, hopefully it'll just run right down and out. So I'll get back to you when that is done. I've removed the old rotten boards and I've replaced it with some more boards. These should be a lot better. Now just to add some metal on top of those, and then that part is done. So if I got my first piece of metal cut out, I've taken one of my 3-foot wide strips. I've marked it 10 inches tall, bent it over 3 inches there. I cut out a section here, which will go for here. This ridge here will go underneath that. And so when it's on, it'll be up like this. It'll go over there a little bit more, of course. And then I'll still have to cut another piece that's probably about a foot, foot and a half long. And then I'll put a little board on top of this. And that will help block any cold air from coming in underneath. So when I do my cement, it'll be up here right against this, and this will protect the board in behind. So hopefully nothing will rot out this time. So I'm going to get that under and cut my next piece, and when I the metal was on, I had to use 2 smaller pieces over here, as of all my scraps I didn't have anything that was 18 inches long, so I had to do 2 pieces. What I'm going to do now is get a board that's 3.5 inches wide, and I'm going to tack it down right here, and that'll help the cold air from getting underneath the door and coming into the shed. So when that's done, I'll come back. I just nailed in my board. It's 48¼ inches wide. So with this opening, I actually have about 3 inches spare to get the lawnmower in, or lawn tractor. So that's good. So I'm going to work on making a little bit of a frame for the cement / concrete. It'll be up to about here, which is 7 inches tall, and I'll bring it out 3 feet and make it about 2 inches in the corners, on the outside corners. So when that's done, I'll come back. It's concrete time. So this is a type that already comes with gravel and sand and so on inside. Just have to add water. I got it at one of the box stores, probably Home Depot or Canadian Tire. Over here is the frame that I made for the little ramp that I'm going to get into the big shed. It's 52 inches wide, or long this way, and its wide is 30 inches. It's obviously level. I've checked 2 or 3 times this way, and by putting the level on the sides and lifting it up, it's about 2.5 inches drop over to 30 inches, and about a 2.5 inch drop over to 30 inches that side. So it'll be probably close to 7 inches deep there, and about 3 inches deep on this side. We'll put a little bit of metal, rods, whatever in the bottom to help keep that solid. Okay, so I finished the cement or concrete. It took 7 bags, and I left myself a little bit of lip right there where you see the white is. That's where the metal goes up and then into the board behind it. So that's just to make sure no water comes up and goes up and over. So that's just a little block. Tractor, I think, could easily go up over it. So that's it. It's late enough day. If it looks like it's going to rain tonight, I'll cover it up with a tarp, and then I'll leave it like that for 2 or 3 days before I remove the boards that I put around it. And then I'll put the sods and stuff back. So when I get the sods and stuff back, I'll be right back with that. There we go, it's all finished. This morning I pulled out the boards that held in the concrete for when I poured it. I put in some sods on both sides, and I left it at about where the white is, where the metal is. That's about 1 inch deep. And then there's a little board on top, but easily the lawn tractor can get in and out. And it comes right over here even with the sods for the grass. So that's all there is to it. And they'll make it a lot easier instead of driving on rotten plywood and getting out. And I fixed, of course, that part of the shed that was rotten too. So that is finished. So on and upwards to my next project. Hope you like this little video of mine. So don't forget to like, share, and give me the big thumbs up. And of course, subscribe too, of course. Thank you very much.